Which V1 fighting style is the best in BLOX FRUITS? There are a couple of V1 fighting styles in all of BLOX FRUITS, and let us see which one is the best for grinding, PvP, and as well PvE. Now, since I'm in 2nd C, Dark Step should obviously be in hot and cold. If we go there really quickly, we should be able to find it. So let's give ourselves a few moments of getting there really quick. If we go to this area in a hot and cold, we should be able to see someone called the Dark Step teacher, and if we click on him, he's just going to ask if we want to use this fighting style, and since we already bought it, we can already use it. Basically, if you look at the Dark Step, there are 4 moves: flying kick, breakdance, barrage, and overheat, and these do very good damage for grinding, especially when you're actually trying to get into the early stages of BLOX FRUITS. And honestly, if we actually check, this do over 1057 damage, which may not be a lot, but it's actually not even that bad. The first ability, flying kick, I mean, it did 1.6k damage, which isn't a lot, but it is something. I mean, it's not too bad, but I don't think it's really good for PvP. If you really think about it, no one is really going to stand here and just wait for an attack to like get pulled off or something. I don't think that will really work. It just looks too unbelievable true. The next one is called breakdance, and honestly, this is the actual moveset that I do believe that could be useful in PvP. I mean, if you really look at it, it stuns them, which is something in PvP that you actually do need. And if we actually go up to them, the breakdance does do 1.8k, which is significant because the old one did 200 damage less, and that's actually really insane. Next, we have barrage. Barrage, the C ability, is actually not even that bad either. It's by far the best one compared to overheats. So like, basically all you have to do is that you need to hold the C move and then launch this huge doses of kicks. Way better. That did, I think, 400 damage more, and that's like really impressive. The AoE on this is actually, to be honest, really not that good. But let's say you are grinding and then you want to gather up NPCs like these guys. You're really just going to wait for them to come up on you so that you can like do as much damage as you can on them and then like go closer. So let's just see what they do. So if you're all close together and you just launch them with an attack, that's actually not even that bad, considering that this is the cheapest fighting style, V1 fighting style to actually get. And last but not least, we got the overheat. The overheat is really not a move. It's basically like an enhancer. This pretty much upgrades everything. It upgrades the flying kick, it makes it do more damage, it upgrades the breakdance, I mean, makes it more, gives it the heat, if you may say, and definitely the barrage. It should have done way more. There we go. Very close, and not gonna lie, for starter fruits, this is actually not even that bad. If I were to give it my opinion rate, I would say out of 10 for V1 fighting style, I would give this a good 7 out of 10. Majorly because when you get that 150 mastery, you can actually do way more damage with it. Next up, we have the water kung fu. Since I'm in 2nd C, basically 3 V1 fighting styles are all here, so it's really easy to get them. And let's check out the water kung fu. So since I already bought this one, like I said earlier, I can already get it without the need of paying too much money. And here's the thing about this fighting style. I mean, a few months ago, this fighting style wasn't even the way it was before, because it just recently got reworked. And not gonna lie, when you really look at this fighting style, it's actually really good. We have 3 abilities, which is called Steam Charge Fist, Deadly Shower, and Heavy Water Punch. This has something. For those who are trying to PvP with it, suggestions that this move can actually do something, but advised not to be used. I mean, for grinding, this is actually not even that bad. I do believe this moveset can pull more than 1 players. So like, yeah. So it can hit more than 1, so it has decent AoE too. And we need to move on to the next ability, the X, which is Deadly Shower. Deadly Shower is a very much projectile move, so I don't even think it would be very good for PvP. Really put it this way, It's just something that is meant for grinding. After all, it's a V1 fighting style. You see that's seriously not gonna get you anywhere in a PvP. If we are standing close up, this is actually not even that bad. We could just face the ground and we could just do the maximum damage. And then honestly, that's really not bad. I mean, in the terms of PvP, that would be bad, but for grinding, that's actually really good. And the last one is Heavy Water Punch. Heavy Water Punch is actually really good. See, if you really check it out, Heavy Water Punch actually does something that Dark Step doesn't. It does way more damage even with the overheat, and the cooldown is way shorter. Which means it's something you can really rely on, especially when you're fighting bosses. After all, I'm not a max level myself, but I still know a lot about these V1 fighting styles. Like, that's actually really good. I'm actually gonna give Water Kung Fu a good 7.5 out of 10. Next up, we have Electric Fighting Style. So if we get the Electric Fighting Style, we get 3 moves. Stomp, Electric Tackle, and Electrical Floor. So for starters, we need to see how much the M1 does, which is basically the same like Sharkman Karate, except I believe Sharkman Karate could have done way more. For a long time, I actually never knew you could control the Stomp. Like, you can only control the Stomp with only the controller buttons that you use to move. Well, I'm right here, and I use Stomp. If I press A, I can actually control where I want it. While Stomp may not be really good for PvP, that seems really decent for grinding. To Electrical Tackle. Electrical Tackle is the only one that we've actually seen so far that has a mobility move. I mean, if you really think about it, Dark Step Z actually does not have mobility. It just moves you from here to here, which moves you, but it's not actually considered mobility. After all, this moves us from here to here. That's mobility. That can actually help us in times. Even though that mobility may not look a lot, it's actually still something. Talking about Electrical Tackle, it's really mid, I would say, for V1 fighting style. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's also not too good. Like, if I really wanted to, like, for example, let's say I'm in the water and I ran out of air jumps and I'm like stuck in the water. I mean, basically, Electrical Tackle could just help with that. The favorites, in my opinion, is the C ability, Electrical Floor. The C ability of Electrical Floor is actually really good. And here's why. This is really good for PvP. This is the only move of Electric Fighting Style that actually makes it decent for PvP and good for AoE. The only thing I wish is that it doesn't stun you. I mean, you literally cannot move while you're getting hit. So I can do it and I still can't even move. I'm like really stuck in one place. At the end of the day, this fighting style may not be as good as Water Kung Fu in my opinion. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna have to give it a good 6. Maybe because I'm not really a PvP person. To find Dragon Breath, which is the second last one I'll be covering for this video, it's actually not even that far to reach. I mean, it's somewhere in these walls. There we go. We just found them. And then if we talk to this person named Sabi, he's gonna give us the Dragon Breath fighting style. Now, out of all the V1 fighting style, Dragon Breath is by far the most damage dealing melee, and you can't even argue with that. I mean, compared to the others, they did 1,200, 1,100, but if we M1 it like that, that does 1,400. So that's like an extra 300 damage. Can't even lie, that's actually a really good upgrade. Like, if you're assuming that I had something like Dark Step and I upgrade to Dragon Breath, that's very huge. And I will consider you to get it. After all, Dragon Breath is really OP. And it comes with 3 different moves: Dragon Rush, Dragon Flames, and Dragon Explosion. So, the first move, Dragon Rush, is actually a mobility move, but not really a mobility move. Because if you really look at it, the Z doesn't actually take you that far. So if I'm really calculating it, and I do this, That's actually, whoa, wait. That's actually longer than I thought. I thought that was going to take us like in a small distance, but that's actually not even that bad. And another thing I like about the Dragon Rush is that I think it stuns the opponent, something that I also liked about the electric fighting style. So yeah, if I hit them both, that does over 2,999. That's actually huge. That's like by far the most damage dealing Z move of all the V1 fighting styles. So honestly, not gonna lie, for PvP that might be not so good, but for grinding that would be decent. Next is called Dragon Flames, which is the X ability. Honestly, the X ability is actually not my favorite, but there is one thing I like about it. It's because of AoE, and AoE is what makes a very good grinding fruits or melee / sword, anything good. I mean, if you really look at this, I could just do my X ability, which will hit both of them. Last but not least, Dragon Explosion, the C ability. I like this move, but the only issue I have with it is that it's really slow. Sometimes an NPC can kill you, or a player can kill you because it's just really bad. I mean, look at this. Like you see, that NPC had some time to evade me, and there was nothing I could do about it because I was stunned. I mean, compared to Electrical Floor, it stunned them. This one, they can still move, so it's like they can evade it. You really think about it. So if you really squint your eyes, you will see these two huge mountains, and in these mountains there's something that lies a crazy secret. If we look around it, there should be a hidden place, a place that we should be able to find. It's hidden, but it's not too hidden. So after a bit looking around, we'll see this small hole in the mountains, which will lead to a cave, and if we enter deeper, we're gonna see the martial arts master, which if we talk to, is gonna give us the last and final melee, which is called Superhuman. Now, there are many goods and bads of this fighting style, and one of them I really don't like is the Z and C ability, and you will see what I'm talking about. I mean, the Z ability does do a lot of damage, depending on how close you are. I think I noticed that from a very long time ago. I mean, if you're really far away from them, you won't do as much damage as if you are really close. Like, you see that? I did 2,106 damage. But when I'm close up, I could just do way more damage. And I almost did 3,000 damage. So you can see how really bad that is for grinding. I mean, that's really good for PvP because it stuns your enemies and you can just combo right off them. And here's the other thing I really don't like about Superhuman. The fact that it doesn't hit multiple targets at once. I mean, it just forces you to do something you can't do, which is hits only one target. While I'm hitting one target, the other can be hitting me, which I really don't like. Next is the X ability, which is called Thunderclap. I mean, Thunderclap is actually better than Beast Out Pounce in my opinion, because it actually has AoE, and it can hit more than one player. So, that's actually not even that bad. I would just wish that the Z and C really get upgraded. Like, why can't it hit more than one player? Like, the Thunderclap is really not that good. The Thunderclap is really not that good, but overall it's still decent. And last of all, to end this video, we have the Conqueror Gun. I mean, the Conqueror Gun is actually really bad, I think. I mean, it does not hit more than one player. It doesn't hit more than one entity, and you just saw that, which I really don't like. I mean, but it does serve its use for mobility. If you wanted to just heal or run away, this could do something. You see that range? But I usually won't count on it. I'm gonna give this a good 8. I mean, I don't like it, but it is better than most of the other ones.